In September, we finally escaped the grey and rainy London and headed to a beach holiday in Bulgaria. As I was determined to do nothing but eat, sleep, and read, I thought it would be the perfect time to bring you along for a reading vlog. Welcome to a beach holiday in Bulgaria. We are back to the old setup, the potato setup, because honestly, I'm kind of scared of traveling with a camera and a proper mic. So on this holiday, the plan is to read all of these, which I think might be an overkill because I kind of forgot that our trips tend to be quite socially intensive. Case in point, my boyfriend is currently downstairs playing chess with the owner of the hotel. Just extra things I can't understand. But we are here with, I think, about 9 friends. I'm not losing count of friends, Jesus. So yes, there will be a lot of socializing going on, but I will still try to plow my way through these books because I really want to read all of them. The first one is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I am almost done with this. I think I might finish it tonight, depending on how the night goes. Then we have Persuasion by Jane Austen, Circe by Madeline Miller, Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson, and The Heart of Three by Jack London. Jack London? Jack London? In Bulgarian it's Jack London, so I'm gonna go with that. This was actually an unexpected addition to the lot. I have read this before. This is one of my all-time favorites. I suddenly got the urge to reread it because it is a treasure piratey book, so I think it's quite fitting to read on the beach. And I'm really looking forward to it. I will be reading this in Bulgarian because I got it from my dad's book collection. And going through the pages, I actually found this, which is a calendar from 1997. Okay, so I will be using this as a bookmark. Anyway, this is the goal. I will keep you updated on how it's going, and in the meantime, I will be showing you the lovely Bulgarian seaside, and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I do, because honestly, it's quite lovely here. So if you fancy a cheap beach holiday next summer, then I do recommend you come and visit. Anyway, we are off to dinner soon, so I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I wildly miscalculated how much socializing this holiday would involve, so I had no time to record any reviews. So, what we're going to do is that I will insert my reviews where they fit chronologically, starting with Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I absolutely loved it. Some would argue that it's not a book to read on a beach holiday because the action takes place in winter, but It takes place on an island, so I'm counting it as appropriate. Emily is a scientist on a quest to write an encyclopedia of fairies. So she goes to this little island up north where the fairies are feared and they terrorize the people living there. She sucks at communicating and building relationships. She is always in her head, and all she cares about is her research. And at some point, she is joined by Wendell Bumblebee, who is both her academic rival, who she finds really annoying, but at the same time, very sadly, her only friend. So they go on researching the fairies together and helping the village. This book is so wholesome and whimsical, and I love the world building and all of the lore dumps. The story is told as Emily's journal entries, and I love the little footnotes that she leaves because they really serve to assert Emily's character. The writing style is consistent, beautiful, and I would say just the right amount of flowery. I felt so relaxed and happy reading this. And as of this recording, I have finished the second book as well, and I will review it in a future video. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies gets a solid 5 out of 5 from me. Trace of the Emerald Sea was a bit of a slow read for me. It's a story about a poor girl that lives on an island which everybody's forbidden to leave, and she and the Duke's son are in love. In her world, the seas are not made out of water, but of different types of spores that turn deadly when they touch water. The driving plot of the book is that the Duke's son gets kidnapped by the evil sorceress, and Tress decides to go save him. Somehow. It's a tad different from Sanderson's usual writing style. It felt a little bit less refined and a lot more like a children's book. And the story is also told as if it were Hoyt telling us the story, which I think that if you're not really a Cosmere fan, you wouldn't get and you wouldn't enjoy, especially because Hoyt as a character can sometimes be annoying. So it does take a little bit more time to get used to. Overall, it was a nice book to read, but sometimes it felt a little bit off, and I couldn't quite pinpoint exactly why. But then I read the postscript, and it all makes sense now. I didn't want a fairy tale, but I wanted something adjacent. However, I also didn't want it to be too childlike. I wanted something my fans would enjoy. a grown-up fairy tale, so to speak. I give it a 3 out of 5.
All your stuff away and check out for the day. There's no time to waste when it's 100 degrees. Burns under my feet. Won't you have a drink with me? We head into town, see what it's about. Barely need a shirt, though the sun has almost set. Make the most of it. I know we will dance and sing. There's a heat wave rolling in. There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire.
Hearts of Three. I love this book from the deepest depths of my heart. Francis Morgan, basically a young rich man who pretty much doesn't really do anything and is the heir of a very successful businessman, goes to Central America to look for the hidden treasure of his ancestor, the pirate Henry Morgan. Chaos ensues. Love, action, comedy, treachery. This book throws you straight into the plot, straight into the action. No time is wasted. Искате ли радост, злато? Слушайте ме най-добре. Потресете ги пирати сред безкрайното море. Синя шири вихри бесни, ние не губихме кораж. Гръб до гръб двамина с тебе бихме се с цял екипаж. I will stop there. I love this book. It's been, maybe, has it been 20? No, it hasn't been 20 years. But maybe it has. I'd say it has been almost 20 years since I read this book for the first time. And I still remember the little poem at the beginning, okay? It's just ingrained into my brain. Kind of like the opening to the Wheel of Time is. It's without a doubt a 5 out of 5 from me. As you've probably guessed by now, I didn't get to read all the books I planned to. I did read Circe when I got back from the holidays, and I will review it in a future video, and Persuasion will have to wait a little bit because I left my copy in Bulgaria. This was a much needed holiday, and I'm really happy I got to reconnect with friends I hadn't seen in years. Thank you for making this holiday such a lovely experience, and thank you to anyone who watched this video. See you next time. Dami mi. Dami mi. Oh, baby.